right, you go open.
Shalom. All right, this is Great Millstone, Louisiana Saints, coming back at you with another live lesson. But before we get started, as always, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahawadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for leading by example in these last days, and shalom to the hopeful elect. So we're just going to go into a quick response. The brother out in Dallas, the elder Ariala, he did a lesson going into how we need to be brotherly now, more now so than any other time. And, you know, we just want to hit a few precepts and show you that it's important to know who has your six, who has your back, who can you turn to in times like this, because as you can see in the current events, all hell's about to break loose. And this is not something that's afar off. The prophecy's right here at our doorstep. You need to know who's standing next to you. Like, what is he made of? What does he have? What is his countenance? What is his integrity level? Because we're all going to be forced to be pillars in the temple of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, to stand firm. And you have to make sure that the man next to you is also firm as well. So if you can give me Sirach 6, start at 7, we can read on down.
All right, gone. All right. Just Sirach 6 and 7. Ecclesiasticus 6 and 7, it says, if thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him.
God, you can't be hasty to credit people, because right now you have a lot of Jakes, you people of so-called Negro and Native Indian descent. We're the 12 tribes of Israel, and you have a lot of our people that are just in that black unity spirit, wanting to come together. And you can see the closer we get to this thing going down, more and more Israelites, people that know that they're Israelites, they're bugging out, they're selling out, they're switching up the doctrine. They're basically trying to find some other way, because they see that Esau is about to come down with great wrath, and they don't want any part of that. So they're trying to separate themselves from the body. But we need to be more jointly fit onto the body. There's two different directions that we're going in. So the scripture says, if thou wast get a friend, prove him first. And that's what this whole ministry is about, proving your friends. We're all brothers at the end of the day. We're all friends of Yahweh Shai. We have to prove each other through the scriptures, through tribulation, through different adversity. Matter of fact, let me get this real quick. This is Sirach 12 and 8. A friend cannot be known in prosperity, and an enemy cannot be hidden in adversity. In the prosperity of a man, enemies will be grieved, but in his adversity, even a friend will depart. So, you want to say something, Mark?
No, you got it. You got it.
Oh yeah. So yeah, a friend can't be known in prosperity. When everything's good, when it's all good, everybody's cool. You know, everybody could come to the cookout. You got these niggas, the Black Conscious community, ISU PK. Everybody's all friends and buddy on the camera. When there's chicken, when there's barbecue involved, everybody's your best friend. But when there's adversity, hey, you're going to see very soon, the majority of these Jakes, they do not have your best interest in mind. They don't have integrity. They'll sell you out. They'll give you up. They'll destroy your family. All right. The woman that you lay with, you can't fully trust her because she believes in this world. So at what point do you realize, wait a minute, I need to prove my friends? So read that again, Baba Kusha.
It's Sirach 6 and 7. It says, if thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him.
Yeah. You have a lot of men that are hasty to credit people. Like you see somebody with fringes. Oh, that's my brother. Shalom, Israel. That Shalom, Israel spirit, you know, Jake. Any Jake that knows he's an Israelite is just your brother now. Where is that in the scriptures? Every wicked Israelite in the Holy Bible knew that they were an Israelite. Judas knew he was an Israelite. All right, all of the wicked kings that Jeremiah was rebuking.
Yeah. Menelaus knew he was an
Israelite. Yeah. Absalom, they knew what tribe they were from. Like, so just knowing you're an Israelite is not enough. You have to prove your friends. Keep going out.
It says, for some man is a friend for his own occasion, and will not abide in the day of thy trouble.
Yeah. Some man is a friend for thine own occasion, meaning when he wants something from you, y'all are the best friends in the world. But when it's time for you to call on him, oh man,
it's tight right now, man.
Yeah, it's gotta see what you gotta understand is, what had happened was, y'all ain't best friends anymore when you need help. And we're at a time when the prophets are going to need help because you were going in that article right before we started. You want to read something from it, or just the headline alone? Just
Oh yeah, shit. Let me get see if I can find the headline. So
yeah,
they,
because this is what's happening right now. This is what's going on in current events. So if you're not joined unto the beast, if you don't worship the image of the beast, you're going to need some real friends, some solid people that you can depend on. And we depend on each other because ultimately our head is Yahweh Shai Mashiach. He's the cornerstone of this building that we're all trying to be pillars of. You
um,
got you got it.
got it right.
Yeah.
It's from CNN. This was posted an hour ago. It says Biden announces new pre-chip mandates that could cover 100 million Americans.
Now that's mainly you, Jakes, man. Because Jake is dependent on Babylon. You know, again, the Elder Yashawama brings this out all the time. We're prophesying against Babylon, but we depend on Babylon. Pertaining to the curses of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, we go to our enemy for the want of all things. So as our enemy goes down, yes, it's a time to celebrate, but hey, we go to our enemy for the want of all things. So what does that mean? It's going to be highly uncomfortable for the household of faith. So you got to know who your friends are.
Yeah, that transition is being made to where you could go into the grocery stores and do this and do that, but now you're gonna have to rely on a brother, man. Or
Yeah,
you're gonna have to be the brother that somebody can rely on
yeah.
to be able to hunt and have food, way to eat. Which ultimately, that's all in the hands of the Lord anyway. But just saying,
Yeah, gone. And all you Jakes that you didn't want to make your body a living sacrifice. You were in the spirit of I don't think I'm a prophet. I'm a friend. I'm a help of the prophets. Well, hey, now is about to be your time to shine. If you fancy yourself to be a help to the prophets, you got to help, man. It is what it is. You can't be like you have Jakes that bring out the word and then they get lukewarm. They don't want to go to the highways and hedges. They start missing camp. They start getting lukewarm, and the Lord spews them out. So if you're a help, you don't want to be a lukewarm help. When the time for help, matter of fact, keep reading on that Sirach.
all right, God, this Sirach 6:8. It says, "For a man is a friend for his own occasion, it will not abide in the day of thy trouble. And there is a friend who, being turned to enmity and strife, will discover thy reproach."
Yeah, you have friends that are so-called friends until you get rebuked. Then all of a sudden, he'll spew out something. Okay, this is how you really felt the whole time. Like when you have two people that are everything's cool, and then one of them says something that the other disagrees with. That's when you see their true colors. That's how you really felt the whole time. And we're gonna come into some very uncomfortable positions, and you need to know who is standing next to you. Like the elder of our camp says all the time, like who I got next to me, man. You got Jakes that'll come out to camp, they'll hold a sign and don't have any faith. But they'll scream, Kwame Yasharala, the white man's the devil, but deep down they don't really believe like that. So again, you got to prove a friend. Keep going out, Papa Bouchard.
Right? We're coming into those times where that type of thing is about to be revealed consistently, man.
Yeah,
Because the scriptures say that fire is going to show every man's work for what it is.
yeah,
Okay, so you're going to find out real quick if you got a nigga standing beside you or if you got a brother standing beside you.
gone.
When the FBI troops come in, man, when you lose your job, you lose your house, you're looking for a place to lay, and now Jake got excuses, man. Even though you didn't gone out of your way to give to him, you didn't gone out of your way to be charitable with him.
Yeah. Let me get this one off the comment board real quick. This brother Waadia. This is Proverbs chapter 17, verse 17. A friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. Right. A brother is born for adversity, man. We're in this body to bear one another's burdens, to be brothers, man. To love your brother as yourself. That's what Yahushua did. That's one of the many reasons why he's the king of Israel. He's the high priest of Israel, and he's the savior of Israel, because he put Israel above himself. He put the wants and needs of the elect above his own personal comfort level. And that's the spirit every man of the Lord is supposed to be in. You got it out.
He was washing men's feet. How many of us could really say we'll be cool washing that brother's feet, man?
Yeah.
I mean, you could sincerely say that. I got a precept right here.
Yeah.
It's Romans 12:9, backing up with both y'all brothers says. It says, "Let love be without dissimulation." And if you look into that word dissimulation, it's really talking about favoritism, man. All right, so don't be fake with the love that you display. It said, "Abhor that which is evil and cleave to that which is good." Right, and this body is something that's good, man. Your family is going to be revealed to be evil. Your loved ones are going to be revealed to be evil, man. The possessions of this world are going to be revealed to be evil. Okay, so you got to let go of those attachments and cleave unto these attachments, man. The
Yeah.
bonds that you're supposed to be making. It says, be kindly affection one to another with brotherly love and honor, preferring one another. Okay, so you're supposed to prefer to be around the Akim, man. Because these are men that you might very well have to lay your life down for, man. Which we know we laying our life down for Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, but we are that physical representation of Yahweh Shai, man.
Huh. Yeah, there's no greater love than he that is ready to lay his life down for his friends, man. So you have to prove your friends. We're in a very serious time. We're not in a time of, just screaming the white man's the devil. He's about to show that he's the devil. We're not going to need to explain to anybody, well, look, brother, give me Job 9:24. No, it's going to be, his horns are going to be like popping out of his forehead. Everybody's going to see who the devil is. So it's about having like-minded individuals who are firm in the faith that you could stand next to, man, and stand strong in that day. But keep going on that, Sirach, or you have more in the Romans?
Nah, that was pretty much the point. It's Sirach 6 and verse 10, and it says, again, some friend is a companion at the table and will not continue in the day of thy affliction.
Right, a companion at the table. There's chicken, there's lamb, there's mashed potatoes, there's Hennessy. Jake is there on time. Jake is there early. Jake showing up with his own cup. You got a embroidered. He's ready to go at the table. But when times of adversity come, then all of a sudden Jake is a family man out the blue. That's why through the Spirit, the men of the Lord, starting with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, all the way on down to the elders that have been raised up, they always stress that you have to focus on the mission at hand. You have to focus on the kingdom of heaven, because your family, some brothers, their families are going to be saved. Their whole household is going to be saved. But at the same time, the majority of your family members, they're going to turn on you. So if you're in the spirit of being a family man Israelite, and your family's of the world and they believe in the world, they're going to be enemies towards you. You have to have your priorities in order. That's very important to know who are your friends, like the brother read in the Romans. Be kindly affectionate one to another, preferring one another. You have to prefer the body of Yahweh Shai over your own, personal comforts. Keep going.
It says, but in prosperity he will be as thyself and will be bold over thy servants.
Right. In prosperity he will be as thyself. When the money's coming in, again, when times are good, you got it.
When like Jake say, when I'm eating, you eating, man.
Yeah.
Hey, but Jake, once the food going, Jake don't want to be there no more, metaphorically and literally speaking, man.
Yeah. We're supposed to share the ups and downs. Jake don't want to share the downs though. Jake want, when the going gets tough. Oh, I gotta go make sure my old lady's okay. I gotta go make sure this situation over here is. No, man, don't work like that. Keep going.
It says, if thou be brought low, he will be against thee and will hide himself from thy face.
That's, man. Read that again, Bob, for sure.
All right, it's Sirach 6 and 12. If thou be brought low, he will be against thee and will hide himself from thy face.
Yeah, this is the time we're coming in, man. We're, like the brother said earlier, man, our works are going to be tried by that fire, and it's going to be known who's the nigga in that day, who's really about this, who's not just on camera screaming Kwame Asharala and going through the motions, being an actor, being a hypocrite, who's really down for you, who's really down for the body of Yahweh Shai. Keep going.
It says, separate thyself from thine enemies and take heed of thy friends.
Right. That ultimately goes into discernment. You have to discern who are my enemies and who are my friends, who's really about this, who's playing games, who's serious about the ministry, who's serious about salvation, who really fears the Lord at the end of the day, who really fears Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Keep going.
It says, a faithful friend is a strong defense, and he that hath found such and one hath found a treasure.
A faithful friend is a strong defense, and we're looking to have a body of 144,000 faithful friends, brothers, Akim, all right, the household of faith. And that's a strong defense, man. What can Esau do against a spiritual temple? He can destroy, a physical temple. He can ramshack it. He can defile it with all sorts of abominations. He can kick us out of our land, but you can't destroy a spiritual body, man. You want to say something, Mark?
Nah, you got it.
Oh, keep going up.
I got a precept actually. I got a precept.
Bring it up.
It's Ephesians 4 and I'll start at verse 15. It says, "But speaking the truth in love may grow up into him in all things, which is the head, even Mashiach, from whom the whole body fitly joined together and compacted by that which every joint supplieth, according to the effectual working in the measure of every part." Okay, so we're supposed to be like a well-oiled machine, man. There's not supposed to be a part slacking, man. What can a man do with one leg? You can't run with one leg, man. Right? You can't fight with one leg. You can't defend yourself with one leg. Right? But you got Jake amongst the body who deliberately who know these things and is still making an effort to separate themselves from the body, man.
Yeah.
But what's gonna happen? You're gonna end up getting replaced by a better, stronger leg, man.
Yeah.
A leg that wants to be there. Okay.
Yeah.
So maketh increase of the body unto the edifying of itself in love. Okay, so that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be striving forward, improving. Okay. But if but if you noticing somebody just falling off, man, if you notice so you be working out and shit, you notice you ain't been doing enough reps on your left arm. All right, so your left arm shrinking up, but your right arm getting stronger. Your chest getting stronger. You got a whole six pack. You got abs, but your left arm all shriveled up, man. You got to do something about that left arm.
Yeah. Yeah. Yahweh says it's better to go into the kingdom maimed, man, than whole. You know, we really, I mean, at a certain point, you got to know what you're involved in. And the apostles say this all the time. Jake does not know what they're involved in, but very soon it's going to be made manifest. It's going to be right in front of your face. Like, man, I've been bullshitting the whole time. You know, I remember this had to be maybe 2 years ago. The elders, they did a lesson called "You Can't Treat the Truth Like Your Side Chick" or something like that. Like you got a lot of Jakes that are just treating the truth like, okay, this is my man girl over here, but this truth thing, this Israelite thing, I'm gonna get to it when I get to it. I'm gonna treat it like okay. And when you need the brothers and you've been bullshitting the whole time, you're gonna feel horrible, man. Judas, he killed himself, man. That's how bad he felt for betraying Yahushua. And that when you cheat the body, when you treat the body like a side chick, you're really betraying Yahushua, man. We're not just some guys reading the Bible. We're not just some niggas with fringes. All right.
Yeah, nigga with fringes, huh?
Yeah. You got a lot of Jakes that don't understand that. They just think this is something to do. This is some hangout. And very soon, like when we say very soon, we don't mean like 2 or 3 years from now. We don't mean 18 months from now. We're in a time when if you've been playing games and you're not serious, it could be your life, man. This is life and death.
Yeah, that's why so many brothers been falling out, man. The elder down there Elder Gazaki made the point yesterday that brothers been falling out rapidly down here because it's getting towards that time. Yeah. So we can't have liabilities amongst us. So the Lord gonna forcefully get them out the way. And after we did that video, he made the point of like when you keep having to force Jake to be in the spirit, which you can't do, but when you keep having to call up, blow a brother phone up, do this, do that, just to get him motivated to do this, you really getting in the way of the Lord, man. It's obvious that the Lord trying to cut his ass off.
Yeah.
So you just gotta let the course of that river flow.
Yeah. And that's a scary thing, man. That's scary. Like when you labor with a brother, especially for years, and then you see the spirit on him getting weak, and you know this is your brother, you want him to make it. Every brother I've ever held camp with, I want to see him on a chariot. That's my inward thought. But then if the Lord is like, look, I'm taking the spirit off this man, it's like whoa, like that could happen to me. Like that's your fear should just fear and faith are like this. One shouldn't be up here and the other like you have faith. Your faith is here or your fear. No. Fear and faith have to be like that. So, hey man, when Jake have all of these works and then they start to lose that fear, like their faith, they believe so much, but their fear isn't there. Hey man, that's the wrong spirit to be in.
Jake know if he believe or not, because I think that was in the Book of Kings. Probably was in the Book of Kings and Chronicles. Saul said he felt the Holy Spirit depart away from him, man. So you can feel when you ain't got that same level of passion for the truth, man.
Yeah.
You could feel it. At this point, you just fooling yourself.
Yeah. You got to pray. Jake, you can't pray too much, man. We're not Muslims. We don't pray on a 5 times a day schedule. Just pray without ceasing, man. Scriptures say pray without ceasing. If you feel yourself getting weak, If you feel like, oh man, I don't, hey, that you got to rebuke that demon because it could kill you. That's really Satan. And you
Yeah.
made a point earlier. You were talking about when you brought out Ephesians 4. You were talking about the body, and you have men that are voluntarily trying to separate from the body. What is Yahushua told Peter, look, Satan is trying to sift you. What do lions do, man? They go after the weakest in the flock. They go after the prey that's like trailing off from the rest of the herd. Why would you try to separate yourself from the herd? That just makes you a bigger target for Satan. Like,
Yeah.
when you away from the body, you man,
You just waiting to become a victim, man. That's
yeah,
all
man.
it is.
Like when you see us at camp and we're just like, back straight, brothers holding the signs, one brother bringing it out, one brother reading. Like Satan can't fuck with that at all, man. But when you alone and you got your thoughts just plaguing your mind, Satan will come in. He'll sound just like you, man. Satan will talk to you using your voice. You think it's you. Like, yeah, you don't need to go to camp next week, man.
The thing is your conscience.
Yeah, it's like, man, it's like it's 110 degrees, man. You don't want to go to camp.
I just tell us.
Like, what the fuck? What was that? Like, that's Satan, man. You can't entertain that shit, man.
I don't know.
But finish out that Sirach 6.
All right, it's Sirach 6 in verse 14. It says, "A faithful friend is a strong defense, and he that hath found such, and one hath found a treasure. Nothing doth countervail a faithful friend, and his excellency is invaluable."
God, his excellency is invaluable, meaning you can't put a price on it. It's priceless. You can't measure the value of a friend of Yahushua, man. That man could be an angel. First of all, that man could be a member of the elect. He could be an apostle. He could, you have no idea who you're dealing with when you deal with this body. You have brothers next to you that could be like, you could be dealing with James, man. You could be dealing with Yahushua's brother. You could be dealing with, you have no idea. You have no idea who, like how the Heavenly Father feels about that man. But he's been given the gift of faith, going back to Ephesians 2:8. So knowing that should be, you can't treat the brothers like just some niggas with Bibles. We can't stress that enough. We're in the time when it's going to be, man, examples are going to be made, man. Jake is going to get put to death for playing games, man. You can see we're in that time.
Yeah, God, anything you do unto the body is like you doing it to your house, man. Good or bad. So if you didn't lie to a brother, you didn't lie to the face of your house.
Yeah, man.
You did some fucked up shit to a brother. It's the same as doing that to the Lord, man. And so what mindset should you be in? You really should be scared to do fucked up shit to the brother.
Yeah. You should fear and everything, man. You should have a real, like I don't want to say kitty gloves, but you should just be like very, like, this is one of the little ones. Yahushua made it very clear about offending the little ones, man. Every brother, you don't know who that is. So you can't just be like, well, F it,
Yeah.
The Most High will deal with it.
Fuck this nigga.
Yeah, fuck this. The Most High will sort it out. The Most High is going to sort it out. He's going to deal with it by dealing with you. Keep going.
Gone. It says, "A faithful friend is the medicine of life, and they that fear the Lord shall find him."
They that fear the Lord. Fear is the beginning of wisdom. All right. You can't say you love the Lord and not fear him. And Jake, man, every time I go to my subscriptions now and look at it's a new crazy doctrine. Jake is waxing worse and worse. These other camps they're gone. Like, if you're still following one body in Yahushua, Sakari, IUIC, these niggas are gone, bro. They don't fear the Lord at all. There's no fear. They'll just upload a video. Yeah, Alexander the Great was an Israelite. What?
Yeah. Well, oh my gosh, man.
Okay, so it's so-called, it's allegedly September 2021, allegedly. We know Esau's calendar is completely off, but now all of a sudden, Alexander the Greek was an Israelite now, like right before, like,
right now, all the time.
Yeah, oh, by the way, like, come on, man. These people are bugged out. So imagine being in that congregation. The head of your congregation is a bug out. The man next to you is a bug out. And you in your mind, in the back of your mind, you're like, man, this ain't right. But I've been here all this time. I gotta kind of go with it. Nah, man. If you feel like you're a part of something that's off, you gotta follow the Lord, man. You gotta follow the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. The Lord is showing you clearly who he's not dealing with. He's making it super plain. we're not in the time of, we all know we're Israelites. We all keep the commandments. So we're all pretty much no, the Lord's like, look, these niggas, they've been teaching the commandments, but they're off. These niggas right here, they know they're Israelites. They've been going out, they have camp, but their spirit is totally off. He's showing you how much more you need to see.
Yeah.
You can finish that out. Go read down to 17.
All right, it's Sirach 6 and 17. Whoso feareth the Lord shall direct his friendship aright. For as he is, so shall his neighbor be also.
Right. And going back to that Ephesians 4 that you brought out, it said that the body edifies itself in love. The Father, right now, he's perfecting the saints through this ministry. So just as we're being perfected, you're being perfected, you brothers that are watching are being perfected, the whole body is edifying itself in love, and we're all being perfected by this ministry. And it says, whoso fear the Lord shall direct his friendship aright. For as he is, so shall his neighbor be also. And that's ultimately what it's about. All of us being edified at the same time, all of us fearing the Lord, all of us being in one mind on one accord. We're the actual one body in Yahushua, because we have the true doctrine, and we have the faith, we have the works. All of these things have to go hand in hand. You can't just say you're a prophet and not prophesy. You can't bring out the scriptures but then break them down wrong. You're mangling breakdowns. You're doing your own thing. Yahushua never did his own thing. Everything he did was to glorify his Father and to edify the flock, not to exalt himself. And he has spiritual power, which they, again, one body in Yahushua, they don't even believe that Yahushua has spiritual power, which shows you that they're off. But the point is, he could have easily exalted himself if he wanted to, but he didn't. He took the low. So how are we supposed to be?
I don't know. When it comes to one to another.
Yeah.
All right, got one right here.
Go on.
So, matter of fact, I'll get this one. It's Ecclesiastes 4. You could break it down, right? It's Ecclesiastes 4 and 9.
That's the spirit.
So yeah, got the same one.
You got it.
It says, two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor.
God, two are better than one, man. That Lone Ranger spirit is not gonna cut it. You're not gonna make it to the kingdom of heaven in your mind, just thinking that the Lord's dealing with 143,999 brothers over here, but then I'm this one special Israelite that I got my own thing. No, man. That's a super off spirit to be in. And through the spirit, it's a popular spirit, because a lot of the men of the Lord, before you came to the truth, you might have been a loner. You might have been like so-called introverted. You might have been one of these guys that kept to yourself. So you're not really used to being amongst a body of like-minded men. And you have to figure out whatever you need to do. You need to figure out how to make that work for you, because this is a walk, and the kingdom of heaven is a brotherhood. It's a body. The kingdom isn't just, a rap video. You have a big chain. You got a bunch of big booty Judites. They're dancing. The kingdom of heaven is a brotherhood. So you have to learn how to operate amongst brothers. This is a body. We're rehearsing the righteous acts, are we not?
God, man. If you're uncomfortable around this, you're gonna be super uncomfortable in the kingdom, man.
Yeah. The kingdom is gonna be like 24/7 party, a brotherhood, a council of elders, priests. We're a nation of kings and priests, man. A nation of kings and priests, not just one special Jake, man. You have to learn how to operate amongst other kings, how to operate amongst other priests, how to discern, how to hold councils. Why not practice that now, man?
I don't know. I believe it was I think it was Elijah that got into that mindset, though, like I'm the chosen one type of shit. Then the Lord told him, I've reserved 7,000 men that have not bowed to beat Anita Baal, man. There's more than just you. This is not a you party, man.
Yeah.
This is not about you. It is a team effort.
Yeah, Elder Yakina says it all the time. There's all sorts of men of the Lord that don't even have books in the Bible. You got men of the Lord that were prophesying that don't even have a book, but their names are written in heaven, and we're going to read about them in the kingdom. But the King James Bible is not going to have 144,000 books. Like, come on, man, we never get out of here. So there's going to be men that aren't sort of more so in the spotlight. Certain brothers just have a higher portion of the spirit, and that's okay. Going back to Ephesians 4, are they all not everybody's going to be the ear, not everybody's going to be the nose, not everybody's going to be the mouth. It is what it is. It's about making it to the kingdom as one body, and that involves proving who your friends are, man. Can't stress that enough. We're in those times. You got verse 10 out?
All right. This Ecclesiastes 4:10. It says, "For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up."
Yeah, and this scripture is gonna jump off the page very soon, man. It says, "Woe unto him that is alone when he falleth." We're man, if you don't have the body and you fall, which, hey, this is, we can't stress this enough, man. Which we really, this whole ministry, we've been stressing this. If you've been paying attention, it's always been about brotherhood. It's always been about the body. It's always been about your anastrophe, your conduct, how to walk amongst other men of the Lord. That's what the whole ministry was about, the perfecting of the saints. So, just like you have a rehearsal and you have go time, man. You have practice, you have game time. Jacob's trouble is game time. It's not the time for breaking down Deuteronomy 28 for a nigga. If you ain't got it by then, I mean, it is what it is, So Egypt again, no. That's the famine of the word, man. That's the end of the yeah. We're at the end, man. And it's beautiful for us. We've been looking forward to this for a very long time. If you bugged out, you gotta examine your spirit. If you in the back of your mind, you're like, man, I know Jacob's trouble is coming, but I want to win the lottery right quick. I mean, it's nothing wrong with making money, but I mean, if your inward thought is trying to make it in Babylon right now, with everything going on, your mind is on trying to make it.
Oh yeah, that shit doesn't make no sense, man.
Yeah.
Elder said that he like, Jake wait to come in the truth to try and get his life together. Like that's not what this is, man.
Yeah. Your life is good.
If you a man of the Lord, you're gonna come in and start catching hell. If the Lord love you, he gonna make you catch hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, brother's version of hell is different, but you're gonna catch hell nonetheless, man. He's going to put you in a situation where you're uncomfortable, to where you have to call on his name.
Yeah, and that's a beautiful
really
thing.
You start getting worried when he starts making you comfortable, man.
Yeah,
he bless you, quote unquote, because that blessing could be a curse. He bless you with a job. He bless you with a woman. He give you a nice house. You need to start worrying if he's giving you a consolation, man.
Yeah. You got a lot of Jakes that got blessings in Babylon. They're about to get put to death publicly. So that was a beautiful point, man. You have to examine your so-called blessings, man, because if anything that you receive in this world that removes you from the body, that's clearly not a good thing. Anything that takes your time away from bringing out the word, anything that stops you from reading like you're supposed to be reading, from studying like you're supposed to be studying, from getting up with brothers. If you have a new lifestyle that requires you to not be around brothers, you got to really sit and wonder, like, wait a minute.
What just happened?
Yeah, I used to be at camp on time every week. Now I can't even, like, you have to examine these things, man. And only you could do that. Scripture says, examine thyself whether you be in the faith. You got to really know, like, okay, I used to be on fire 6 months ago, a year and a half ago. I don't really feel it like that. Like, that's something that you have to examine your own spirit. Brothers are here to rebuke you. We're here to keep each other sharp. Iron sharpeneth iron. But you have to know within yourself, like, man, am I really on fire like I used to be? Yeah. But
verse 11. So Ecclesiastes 4:11, it says, again, if two lie together, then they have heat. But how can one be warm alone?
Yeah, that's the spirit, man. This is spiritual, because in the truth, two together can have heat, man. Like two brothers can bounce ideas off each other. You can make a lesson out of a conversation. Just being around brothers, you're just constantly always in the spirit. But if you're by yourself, if you're isolated, and scriptures speak about taking counsel of yourself. Basically, you're being plagued with your own mind every day. And next thing you know, you're depressed. The men of the Lord are supposed to be angry about oppression, but we're not supposed to be depressed. That's two different things. We're actually elated that we're about to get out of here. We seek to be loose because we're captives, and Yahushua is on his way back to deliver us. That's something that comforts us. That's something that exhorts us. That's something that we look forward to. But if you're by yourself all the time, you're thinking about your bills. I'm catching hell. What am I going to do with this thing becoming mandatory? How am I going to feed my kids? You're just in your mind so much, and there's nothing you could do about tomorrow. Apostle James tells you you can't control tomorrow. How are you going to stress out about something you have absolutely no control over? The Lord
That's
controls tomorrow, man.
like the evils of one day sufficeth, man.
Con.
You got enough going on in one fucking day. You gonna think about the whole week in advance, or the amount of L's you about to take, man.
Yeah.
You go crazy.
That's what happens when brothers get alone. When you just by yourself all the time and you catching hell, it's just like a negative feedback loop. It's just a negative thought. Well, what if this happens? And then I do that, then that's gonna happen. What if this? What if that? What if is a demon? There's no such thing as what if. There's only he is. The Lord already determined who's gonna be saved, who's gonna be destroyed. It's already been written from the foundation of the earth. But you can forget about that quickly if you just in your own head so much. It's all about the brotherhood, man.
Oh yeah, brother posted some heat on this bitch. About the shot. You can break it down. It's literally what you just said. It's a Rock 6 and 2, GMS switch audio. It says, "Extol not thyself in the counsel of thine own heart.
That's it.
Thy soul be not torn in pieces as a bull straying alone."
God, that's perfect. That's right on time, man. You counseling in your own mind, like I gotta do this. What if that happens? Man, I forgot about that. Oh man, then now you're just bugged out, man, over nothing, over your own counsel. You're supposed to seek the counsel of the men of the Lord. If something's really plaguing you, just talk to a brother. You realize very quickly, like, man, I'm tripping, man. Babylon's about to be destroyed. I'm sitting here worried about a raise or a promotion. Like, what? You know?
Yeah. If you're gonna keep your job, man. No, you're not. That's the answer.
Yeah. We're not even supposed to have jobs. It's like coming to America. Coming to America, he was like, my son works. That's how the Most High is looking at you, Jakes, that have a so-called good job, right? He's not proud of you because you have a good job in America. He's looking at you like, my son works. Yeah. We're a nation of kings and priests, man. We're not supposed to have good jobs. Our job is serving the Lord, man. These heathen were created to serve us. They're supposed to have the good jobs. We're supposed to be the bosses. That's the natural order. So if your mind is on like, I need to get a better job. No, you need the kingdom of heaven. You're bugged out. You don't need a better job. You need the kingdom. You need rulership. You need authority. You need dominion. You need land. You need resources. You need sovereignty. That's what you need. You don't need a good job.
Concubines.
You need concubines. Exactly. You need some real estate to plant your seed, man, to keep your lineage going. These are the things that you need. This is the type of mind state that brothers are going to keep you in. Otherwise, you're going to be in that spirit of trying to be a good black man, a family man, that boule, HBCU, just trying to that whole Breakfast Club, black economics madness, which all involves keeping Esau in power and keeping his system going. The scripture. Let me get this real quick. You got it, Art.
All right. I keep reading on this. It's Ecclesiastes 4:12, and it says, "And if one prevail against him, two shall withstand him, and a threefold cord is not quickly broken." Okay, so you want to strive to be that threefold cord, man. All right, that you tightly knit. Okay, but I'm pretty sure that was in the Ephesians 4, tightly joined together.
God. Yeah, but this is it real quick. This is Sirach 29:22. Better is the life of a poor man in a mean cottage than delicate fare in another man's house. And this whole society is to keep you in a state of trying to be in another man's house. This is Esau's economy. We need our own economy, not a Black Wall Street underneath America, not a kingdom within a kingdom, like Johanna was talking about. When you're around the brothers, you want endless rulership. You want total control over the earth and all the resources. That's the type of spiritual conversations we have. We don't have conversations about how to get the bag in Babylon, how to try to come up with some type of scheme or hustle to make it in America. Like those are bugged out visions and really delusions, man. Those are enchantments. Me and the brother, hey, those are enchantments that you're under. You need to be around brothers that are thinking about rulership constantly, man.
You just finished yours, right?
Come on.
All right. It's from Kabar. It's Matthew 6:25. It says, "Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat or what ye shall drink, nor yet for your body, what ye shall put on. Is not the life more than meat and the body more than raiment?" So the Lord's going to take care of all those real necessities, man. The scriptures say, I believe it's in that same chapter, he takes care of the flowers of the field. So is he not going to take care of his men? He takes care of the birds. Lord making sure the birds eat, so he ain't gonna take care of his own sons.
God. Yeah, the Lord takes care of the wildlife, stray animals, insects, but you're worried about, a promotion. You're worried about how you're going to feed. Like, come on, man. The
You gotta
Lord
feed
got
that
us, man.
birds.
The Lord didn't bring us this far to just have us starve to death. Like, how does that look? Like, we bring out the word, we're exalting the name Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai day in, day out, on the highways and hedges, doing sit downs. We make our bodies a living sacrifice. We make ourselves fools for Yahweh Shai's sake. We do all of this, and then the Lord's just gonna have us on the side of the road, homeless, begging for food from 2/3. Like, come on, man. That's clearly not how the story ends. That's not written anywhere. The scripture says, "My servant shall eat." So if you're a servant, I mean, that's plain, man.
Yeah, you gonna eat.
We're gonna eat, man. Abaratazah, we're of that number. That's all it's about, being part of the body. Because when you read about what's going to happen to the body when all hell breaks loose, that's the only. There's nothing else outside of that, man. There's nothing else we want other than to be the servants of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. That's the winning team. That's who got the victory. That's who overcome the world. When you read Revelation, it says them that overcome the world through his testimony, man. It is what it is. But yeah, that's all I had out.
Got one take it out on. It's
Yeah.
1 Corinthians 12:14. It says, "For the body is not one member, but many. If the foot shall say, because I am not the hand, I am not the body, is it therefore not of the body? And if the ear shall say, because I am not the eye, I am not of the body, is it therefore not of the body? If the whole body were an eye, where were the hearing? If the whole were hearing, where were the smelling? But now Yahweh hath but now hath Yahweh set the members, every one of them, in the body as it hath pleased him." Okay, so the Lord knows what he's doing, man. He's orchestrating something that's going to function, man. Yeah, so if you start to find yourself being more of a problem to that functionality than a proponent or a help to that functionality, then you need to start looking at yourself, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Examine yourself. Am I an asset or liability to the body?
Those are the words I was looking for. Asset or liability.
So with that, Abaratazah, you brothers were edified, especially those of you that cleave unto the body, that take this ministry serious. To those of you that are playing games, it's going to be you're running out of time, man. So we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rahach. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the hopeful elect.
Shalom, I can.